definitely my vibe more than Maracas Bay, but it's very small.
What we drinking? Punchin', man.
Punchin', man. Tallest Hindu temple deity statue outside of India.
What's good, profound travelers? Join us to Trinidad and Tobago. This was an amazing experience. We met so many wonderful people. Now let me get into what's so special about this enchanting place. The landscape is ultra diverse with beautiful beaches. We had to go south into the country to the Hanuman temple, which happens to be the second biggest Hindu temple outside of India. We had a chance to divulge into some of the nature stuff and give you guys some safety tips on how to get around this country. A trip to Trinidad is not complete unless you try the delicious food. But I'm only going to tease you guys with that. Stay tuned for our next video, Trinidad food vlog. Profound travels, y'all.
We're coming to you with our first trip from Trinidad and Tobago. And we've been trying to come here for years before the pandemic happened. We're finally here. And it's such a warm tropical vibe. It's so vibrant. The people here have been so welcoming, so friendly, so chill, also calm, vibrant, so direct. Things that we love. And I'm gonna give you guys some more information as we go on about logistics and how to get around here while you're in Trinidad when it comes to driving, renting a car, taxi costs, showing you guys our place. We got a 3-bedroom, 2-story Airbnb that has a patio downstairs. It has an upstairs balcony that overlooks the beautiful mountains. And we're gonna leave our Airbnb and go into the city of Port-au-Prince, and then we're gonna go into the famous Maracas Bay. We're excited about the food here. We wanna go to Shark and Bite and try shark for the first time. Also, the demographic here of people, it's primarily a makeup of African descended people and those from India. Around the island where I've been going and seeing, they're very well blended. They have their own distinctive businesses and communities, but you also see a lot of people of Afro-Indian descent. Now, when it comes to safety, recently, I believe Trinidad has reached like a level 4 on the State Department warning for danger, and that's been the case with a lot of places after COVID. Even where I'm from in Los Angeles, I'm sure if other countries could rank Los Angeles, they would put it up there with some of the countries. That to say that doesn't mean it's a deterrent to leave or not come. For the most part, it's pretty safe for what locals and other people have been telling me, as you guys will see as we go around the country. There are certain neighborhoods and certain areas you should probably stay away from. Exercise normal precautions. Do not be a typical tourist, right? Don't be flashy, don't be loud, don't be weird, don't be paranoid. Just enjoy yourself as if you're going anywhere else. Or you have options, go stay on the resort. So with that being said, check the subtitles in the videos. Be back to you guys with more Profound Travels, y'all.
Real quick, we're going to check out some of the beaches. We have the local beach of Maracas Bay, and then we have the popular touristy area of Maracas Bay. We also have the Temple by the Sea and the nearby Hanuman Temple. Also have Queen's Hill, where we went hiking into the park there. I'm going to introduce you guys some of our friends in the Carenage area. So we're going to finish the trip by taking a 3-hour ferry ride over to Tobago, and I'm going to explain to you guys the process of that. And then I'm going to end the trip with some teasers of Trinidadian food for you all, Profound Travels.
All right, we're at the Botanical Garden. Very beautiful. What's up with it, geek?
Can't call it, man.
And check it out here. Everything's growing out here at the Botanical Garden, man. And it's free entry. And it's connected to the Savannah Park and right by the Magnificent Seven, which is like these old buildings that were built, like colleges, the presidential office, castles, stuff like that. It's all connected in this one little space in like the southern part, direct southern part of downtown Port-au-Prince. They even have grave sites here, cemetery here. They have all kind of stuff here on the premises. Look at downtown Port-au-Prince, y'all.
Put your hands down.
My cousin's over here in the background talking crazy. So we took about an hour-and-a-half hike up the Lady Chancellors Hilltop overview of the city, and the trees are obstructing the view, but I'm telling you, it's a great paved walking tour, hiking trail, whatever, to get a good sweat in, especially on a hot tropical day like this.
We hope you guys enjoyed the scenes from the Royal Botanical Garden and the Lady Chancellors overview. Remember, both are free for entry and to hike. It's about an hour, hour and a half. So walk uphill where you can overlook the city and see downtown Port of Spain. We highly recommend exercise when out on vacation. Also, take a quick look at the Magnificent Seven, which are these 7 mansions that are now used for like Parliament and relics and so on that were built in the early 1900s in Port of Spain. The temple by the sea.
Right now they're having a Hindu funeral going on, a cremation going on, because it's customary in their culture, according to my wife who's Hindu, that when someone passes away, it's of urgency to cremate and prep the body and send them off to the afterlife as soon as possible, so there's no delay in getting your ancestor or beloved ones to the afterlife. Uncle Rich said the architect of Temple by the Sea, he carved this mangrove out, right?
Yeah, because of being pushed back, he tried to build inland. And the authorities of the day kept breaking his temple down. So he decided to come out into the mangrove.
Oh wow, that's why.
Reclaim some of the land. And he built like a causeway. Progressively, every evening after work, he would load his bicycle basket up with stones. Come out and build it up until he got enough foundation to set up his temple.
So basically, the Hindu person who built this, the architect, apparently they were tearing down his temple over and over on the land, and he got tired of it, so he built it out in the sea on top of a mangroves and stacked it with rocks and built the temple out on land, and they haven't destroyed it since then. Wow. He was very dedicated and devoted, you know. Right, here's the monument of Sudas Sadhu, the courageous and determined human being, Hindu follower, Hindu practicer, who built the temple by the sea when the government here or people in the local area kept tearing down his temple, and he said, hey, I'm going to put the temple out in the sea and stack up rocks over the mangrove and make it himself. And he wasn't a Hanuman? Is that the deity?
Monkey god.
A monkey god. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes. The entrance of the temple, take your shoes off while people are praying and giving respects. This is the tallest Hindu temple or deity statue outside of India. Mr. Monkey God. This is a huge, huge statue. They give fruit offerings. Monkey God, you see that, you guys?
When you put it on the wall to dry, it will dry and it will fade away with your offering. Okay, it's just that in this form, 11th form of Lord Shiva, we got that form. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, Hindu is very complex. I can't explain it all. Read the subtitles. Hanuman is number 11 in line after Shiva.
But Shiva's number 1.
Shiva's number 1. I'm trying to explain it, y'all. Just check the subtitles.
What we drinking? Punching, man.
Punching, man.
2 capfuls.
Bottoms up, baby.
Uncle Leon is chasing his punching with Kayrene.
What on earth is that?
That's a demon in the bottle.
Oh, demon in a bottle. It's something. I feel a demon coming up, I'm telling you that.
Uncle Leon bring the best out of us.
I love you all.
Back for Carnival, February.
I love you all.
I love you too, man. I appreciate you,
Uncle Leon, we appreciate you, Uncle Leon.
Punching, man. Big one, small one. All you need is a capful. That's it.
What's your name?
My name is Richard Alexander.
Richard Alexander. Where are you from, Richard?
I'm from Tunapuna now, but I suppose Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Tunapuna is a bit too small to...
So tell us something. How is life here growing up in Trinidad?
Life in Trinidad, like the rest of the Caribbean, is quite laid back. There's enough for us to make something ourselves, to earn a livelihood, to enjoy life.
Yes.
We have our problems like anywhere else.
Yeah.
But I suppose it's fair to say that the positives far outweigh the negatives.
And you know, you've been showing us around. Do you mind plugging your tour company on Facebook? Give us the name of it, how people can reach you.
Thanks for that. So It's Xandermobile taxi service.
Xandermobile taxi
And,
service.
Also to tours, which might be guided or just to keep people around the different locations of their choosing.
Is the vibe here a welcoming place?
Oh, certainly, certainly. Trinidad and Tobago, well, especially Trinidad, is not often viewed as a touristy place, you know. But nevertheless, the natural friendliness of the people is enough to cover that. So while we do not necessarily go out of the way, you know, to smile for the tourists, the smiles are there naturally.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily for the tourists, but the tourists get it because it's there naturally.
Yeah.
You know, and there's always that willingness to help, you know, to accommodate, to make you feel at home, to make you feel welcome. And I'm sure that you would have experienced that, you would have felt that.
Absolutely, I have.
In the few days that you've been here already.
It's been genuine.
That's how it is naturally.
That's what's up. All right, we appreciate you, man. Good man, Mr. Richard. Thank you so much.
Good having you, man.
All right, y'all, Profound Travelz.
Where are we exactly?
We are Krush Cafe, booth number 6, located at number 1 Western Main Road, Carenage.
Yes, what do you guys have here?
So we have kingfish, red snapper, shrimp, calamari. We also do wings. We have lots of other stuff. You all should come down and visit us very soon.
What's your name and tell me where you're from and how is life here for you?
Alright, so my name is Kayrene. I'm from the village of Carenage, right, Hake Street, born and bred. So I'm from the area itself, from the community. Our chef name is Risa Matthews, who made the fantastic food that you had today. So thumbs up to my chef. 14 booths in total, 12 booths sell food items and the other 2 sell alcohol. So we would love for you all to come down and enjoy the scenery. It has a beautiful boardwalk that you all can, you know, sit down, relax, taking that sea breeze, taking the fresh air. You can come at any time because we're open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. So come and have fun.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
See you next time.
All right, we're here at
Carenage Fish Fry, and it's Carnage Cafe, booth number 6, and we are full of lovely delicacies. But you know, it's 80% fish and 20%, well, we do ice creams, we do surf and turf, so you can get wings, and it's fantastic. We have a beautiful ocean view front, as you can see, and we welcome all. We're not too far, we're down on the peninsula, and it's fantastic. We do from shrimp, calamari, kingfish, whole snapper, huge snapper. We have the fish market right next to us, so we get all the fresh fish, even beaten out of the ocean, we get that. So it's excellent food, vibes. On a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have a live DJ. So it's amazing down at Fish Fry in Carenage. Visit us. It's wonderful.
Yes,
I'm Candy Crush, and I'm Stacey Perez. Lovely to have you.
Full red snapper. Underneath is macaroni pie with the spaghetti noodles and the coleslaw. Y'all see that? Look at that right there.
When headed to TT or there, give a holler to Uncle Rich to show you around. Uncle Leon, Kay, and Stacey down at Carenage. Now we about to head over to the beaches, Maracas and Maracas Bay, and end our trip in Tobago. Beach before the Americans built Maracas Bay as an alternative, and yet you see here is a lot of locals, black, Afro, and Indian descended and mixture and all that. I don't see any traditional tourists here like you would at Maracas Bay. It's very crowded, very vibrant, very busy.
I want to go here. I ain't gonna lie, I wish you'd have told me about this beach instead of Maracas.
It's wow, look at the Tobago beach. It's definitely my vibe more than Maracas Bay, but it's very small.
Have you seen the upright pools?
This the Maracas Bay overlook, y'all. Look at those beautiful landscape and ocean and greenery and jungle and biodiversity. My goodness.
Yes,
You know what I'm talking about? Look, we about to go down there and get in that water and check it out, y'all. Hey, man, it's one beautiful day out here in Maracas Bay, man. It's like a strong wind, but it's like a hot breeze, so that's gonna make this gonna make wonders for jumping in this warm water. You know what I'm talking about? Maracas Bay. Look at her. Yes, sir. Bay.
Maracas Bay.
Yes, sir. The sun is out. Yeah. You have the jungle, the mountains, the trees right next to the beach. in the Caribbean, you know what I mean?
Ocean therapy.
Ocean therapy, that's the main key to success and survival out here, you know what I'm talking about? When I'm feeling depressed, like I gotta get away and jump in the water. This is the healing chamber, right? All the healing biomes, the clean air, the salt water, the water itself just being soothing, listening to the waves, everything is all healing. It's all, you know, put you in that transit state where you can recuperate, go back into the world and face whatever you're dealing with, you know? All right, good morning. So we're in the terminal for the ferry ride from Port of Spain over to the island of Tobago. And the locals have highly hyped up Tobago. This is where the locals on the island of Trinidad go to escape and have vacation. One nice lady we met at Candy Crush, Kay, she told us that she stayed here for 10 days and she cried when she came back home. Anyway, we're on the ferry. When you come, you're supposed to come 2 hours early. Tickets are about $15 or so to get over, and it's a 3-hour ride. If you get a premium ticket, it's like $24. Somewhere in that ballpark. You can load your car on here if you live here, or renting a car or something so you can drive around the island. So that being said, we got more coming to you guys from Trinidad and now going over to Tobago, so stay tuned.
Here we go, y'all. Arriving at the Port of Scarborough.
We just arrived in Tobago by ferry, and instead of it taking 3 hours, it actually took 4 hours. So now that gives us basically 3 hours to go around the island before we have to check back in. Hey, look, they got blue crabs out here. You see that? They got the blue crabs. You see that? We'll try to see if we can go on the inside and see what's going on. Central Market, y'all. What a beauty. She explained that the Julie mangoes are common sweetest, not the sweetest in the world.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I've never bitten into a mango before, but the Julie mango is soft, and the queen told us to go ahead and just bite into it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and see what's up. Oh yeah, it's very soft. You barely even taste like the skin on it. It's super soft. Let us know how it tastes. Everybody says that Trini avocado is better. That's what I heard.
It's locally grown, it's natural, no chemicals. Pick from the tree, put them down to
No
right.
chemical, normally gets bigger than this, eh?
Put salt on it, you really don't need it. It's kind of sweet. You got a little sweet.
Yeah, you don't even need this rice and chicken or rice and pork, avocado on the side, you know, or I did with cricks, anything.
Big old sweet avocados, y'all.
Big it is. Look at that. Thing big, like the size of my face. You see that? You see that, right? Like the size of my face. Like my goodness.
Oh yeah. It's sweet and it's light. It doesn't make my stomach hurt like the little fake ones back at home. The high quality of it. Natural, no chemicals, grown in the tropics, close to the equator. What can I say? It's savory too, it's perfect.
Why they being so nice to us? We young and black and we love each other. We all fam.
Look what else they got, y'all. What that is?
Sea moss.
Yeah, the sea moss, yeah, that's hitting right there. Oh, that watermelon. So sweet. Hydrating.
But you know, watermelon's one of my favorite foods, man. I can eat this all day and every day. Now, I probably wouldn't eat it like this in front of white folks, because, you know, the stereotype. I had to cut it up and eat it with a fork.
Yeah.
But amongst this element, my people, I'm going to eat it how it's supposed to be ate.
Yeah.
I give it a 10.
It's a whole vibe up in the market, up in the Tobago Central Market. I've tried sweetest watermelon ever, tried the best avocado ever had, tried one of the sweetest mangoes ever had, got some fresh sea moss just for $1 to take home and soak overnight. And they're so nice to Miss Egla and Miss Kimberly. I mean, we pay for our fruits and vegetables and they keep on giving us more free fruit, more free vegetables, more just stuffing. Oh my goodness, what they over there doing? What y'all doing? Lessons, get your lessons. Oh, there you go, John. There you go. John, Oh, the that was so much fun meeting Miss Kim and Miss Egla in the Tobago Central Market. Now we're gonna finish our trip in Tobago at the Pigeons Point Beach. It is the epitome of what you would think of a beautiful tropical warm beach vibe. You know what I mean? Good food, good everything. And then I'm gonna end the video with a wrap up of some missed information or whatever I may not have gone over. All right, y'all, we made it to Tobago and we made it to Pigeons Point. Now, first thing, when you come over, stay overnight or fly over so you have more time to like go into the nylon pool and go around the island. If you take the ferry the same day of, you will get here 4 hours later and won't have enough time to do almost nothing. We only had time to come to the beach for an hour and go to the farmer's market and get back into traffic. So it's a little bittersweet. When you're here, you have to pay, what, 15 TT to go over by taxi, which is like $2 US, and $20 to enter the park, which is like $3 US. And that's it. When you get here, there's food, there's drinks, there's everything. It takes about 30 minutes in traffic to get from Scarborough Port, where the ferries are, to Pigeons Point. And overall, yeah, everybody says like it's a safer vibe here, which it is, and the beaches here are bigger and more vast than the northern part of the Trinidad island. And I see why a lot of locals feel like this is like home, like they don't want to leave when they come here. This is definitely a great like vacation destination and place to be. So what can I say to you guys that I didn't say earlier when I gave you guys a review so far? And people just being so overwhelmingly helpful and nice and calm and kind here. Like, there's such a welcoming vibe here. Exchange US currency directly in stores and they give you back Trinidadian TT currency, and the currency here is 7 to 1. Some places on the street will give you 7.5 to $1. If you go to like the banks or the currency exchange, you'll probably get $6 to 1, which is not a great rate. And you can go in the mall, any store on the street, people exchange the currency with you. The food here is so diverse. The culture here is diverse. You know, colonial history, African history, American Indian history, and Indian history from South Asia. And also Sri Lankan, Lebanese, Syrian, different types of groups of Middle Eastern here too. So the diversity of flavor and how they sauce up food is just out of this world amazing, man. Like the flavors of everything I've eaten was so diverse and different from anything I've had back at home. Coming here is my first time having like cooked mangoes in like a food, where the mangoes were like tangy and sweet or whatever. It's just been an amazing trip so far. Mr. Richard and a lot of locals have been so generous and kind to be open and explain the history here. I didn't know before I got here that when the black people here gained independence and resisted slavery within the last 100 years or so, the colonial powers, the English, brought in Indian people as indentured servants and were given land, and so there's been a lot of historical disenfranchisement of the African population. But the Indian and African people seem to have found a way to make it work here, right? Like the people here, they're very blended. You see a lot of Afro-Indian people mixed. You see them mingle together. Mr. Richard explained to me how they go to carnival together. They partake in society together. They tend to be very welcoming and nice to each other. Proximity, taking ferry trips very close to it's a 3-hour ferry ride. Everyone says it's an experience worth having because they have food and drinks on it. It's about $60 round trip. Venezuela is like 7 miles off the coast. If people want to go over there, you can take a ferry boat over to Grenada, St. Vincent. When it comes to safety, a lot of people told us to be careful, use normal precautions, normal safety precautions when traveling anywhere. Where we've been in the city in Santa Cruz, it's been very safe. It's been very calm and relaxed. Stay out of the areas where things are going bad. People say Laventille is the area to avoid the most. But I've also heard people say, well, Laventille is kind of 50-50 like a lot of places. You can rent a car if you want to when you come here, but you have to drive on the left side of the road. I've never done that before, so it was easier for us to just group up together and all 3 of us pay a driver. It was very cost effective that way anyway. Watch for our next video of Trinidadian food and check the subtitles. For anything that I may have missed, email me, contact me, whatever the case may be, IG message, whatever. Hey, I'm Profound J, Profound Travels, y'all.